Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Apostle channel, where I'm passionate about helping middle-aged adults just like me overcome the fear of leaving behind your six-figure job. And I always throw that six-figure in there. Seems to be like the little going rate that's, the comfort zone of most people. Job to start a business, to achieve financial freedom. And along the way, I've tried a lot of different things, but I'm so grateful for all of those tries because it helped me to define more, be more definite about what it is that I want, financial freedom and not a job and a low paying job too, which was what Turo was offering. So hence the title of tonight's live says, think twice before listing your cars on Turo. What you need to know. So we're going to be talking about that. Um, for those of you who don't know me, I'm 52 years old and I'm a Gen Xer. And just like a lot of us Gen Xers who have been working since we, in our early 20s, we'll have about 30 years of history in something. And mine was nursing. And, you think about your financial future and things like that. So y'all know I started this channel in 2020 to document my journey towards financial freedom. And along those years, I guess that's like 3 years ago now. This is 23, 3 years ago. And so along that journey, I tried lots of different businesses, different opportunities. And this Turo was the first thing that out of this, the last 3 years that I did, and it generated money. And I want to break down a little bit later the difference between generating money and generating income or revenue, and not, So anyway, it's a whole long story, and y'all know that for the last, I guess, 4 days now, I've been letting it out, just coming clean with the false dream that Turo has been selling hosts, and that it is not something you want to get involved in. It's not good for the host. It's a lose-lose situation, and it's not a good business to get off into. It's not it's not a good business. It's it's not that. Anyway, so think twice before you consider listing your car on the Turo. My story begins back June 26th of 2022, when I'm in my second year. I just completed my second year of this whole I'm going to be an entrepreneur, right? Where I'd go, months, without working as a nurse, doing some type of business in the hopes that it would generate, enough, generate enough. I'm laughing because I'm learning, right? I feel like I'm at, I guess a sophomore here in this little college journey and stuff like that. And nothing happens overnight, y'all. Whatever doesn't kill you, truly makes you stronger, right? Because I really feel strong. I bought a total of 8 cars in this year for the Turo platform. And so it's a bad situation. It's a bad situation. It's a bad situation. A lot of overcoming, all kind of stuff. So, if you've considered listing your car on Turo, which I know a lot of people were, and I know in the beginning, I was like hypnotized with, Turo's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Turo, yay, hooray for Turo, because of the illusion that it was, making money, right? Like I said, this was the first seed that I planted, and I saw, cha-ching, there was money being deposited into my account, and I was like thinking, yay, I'm an entrepreneur, and I created this job for myself. And the reason why it's not good for the host is because you're the only one losing. You are the you're being pimped out. Turo is really pimping you out for your cars, and it's not, it's not, it's not. So I want to talk about some of the things. Like, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just really debriefing myself and putting it out there because a lot of people were considering this. And I want to say that, I did it for a whole year, and I lost money every month. There was never a month that I made a profit, never a month that I made a profit, because of all of the, okay, so the hidden realities of this is, number one, the unpredictable renters, right? Your car, your car could possibly be your pride and joy. Like I said, I had bought new cars, 22s, and I prided myself, and I was excited. I was happy to be offering this nice opportunity to the community. At the time, it wasn't that many cars on Turo, and I was, leading the way. I was leading the way, right? So, your car is your pride and joy, but handing the keys to a stranger can lead to unpredictable experiences, from potential damage to, different driving habits. Everybody is different, and there's levels of uncertainty. Sometimes you don't even feel comfortable. Like, I don't think I would have really wanted to rent to someone under 25. Like, that did, I didn't like that too much. Anyway, number two, the maintenance and the wear, right? I was, it's all the miles and all the wear and tear and all the stuff that's going to be put off on your cars. They're going to be depreciated so much, so much. Renting your car, putting this extra wear and tear on it, are you prepared for the increased maintenance costs? You know what I mean? Like, I did have the maintenance package, so all of those oil changes and tire rotations that were like, every every so many days and stuff, not, I'm exaggerating, but I had several, like, um every so many days, could be like every 2 3, it was depending on how long and how far the folks drove. Those oil changes were coming, whenever and stuff, and they were coming frequently. And trying to juggle all of these cars and stuff like that, and just wasn't a good thing. And like I said, and constantly always in the back of my mind, like, the value in the cars is draining. This isn't making any money, and I'm doing all this work, for free. I'm still having that cough, y'all, so that's why I'm sucking on this cough drop still. I believe it's allergies, because I did have itchy eye too, and this cough for the last so many days. I believe because the season is getting ready to change. Seasons change. All right. Insurance gaps. That's number three. So while Turo does provide insurance coverage, there are potential gaps that could leave you exposed in certain situations. It's crucial to understand what's covered and what's not. Like I said, my Black Explorer, and the people drove nearly 4,000 miles, and almost burned the engine out, but did burn out the air condition. So luckily, it was covered under the warranty, because Turo is not going to pay for that. Turo's not going to pay for that. And this here, is 23. Like, no one has a car with no air condition. Like, there, so that was something that definitely needed to be fixed. And then like I said, when they brought the car back, it was, like at least 10 days, 2 calendar weeks that the car was in the shop, in the shop, getting a new air condition and, some engine work, oil change, tire rotation, just all these things that's not, chart billable. Like, you need tires, you need tires. That's nothing that you could bill to a guest. Like, so um, yeah, you got to think about all those things, and the, like I said, the gap in the insurance and those kind of things when things happen. And number four, the time and effort. And I think that was one of my worst ones, is because when I had to go back to work and I'm working all these hours as a nurse, 12 and a half hours, and then I'm commuting, and then I have to come do all these Turo cars pretty much for free. No, actually, I'm paying. I'm paying, because I'm washing the cars. I'm just taking all these L's and stuff. So all the time that I'm putting in there, I didn't even have time to do anything for myself, because there was always cars to wash. There was always cars to check, and there was always something to do with these cars. So managing a Turo listing takes time and effort, from cleaning between rentals to responding to renters' inquiries. Are you ready to dedicate significant chunks of your schedule to this? And responding to these inquiries, like sometimes people don't even really consider your time. Like they'll send a message, come to me on as a text through the Turo app. I have a question. All right. So, but they don't put the question in. You just send a text, like that. So I'm like, okay, yes, your question. And then they don't respond back till, hours or days later. It's like, those kind of things, right? So, playing a phone, tag with these guests who trying to figure out how they could take advantage of you and get discounts and all kind of stuff, because Turo is charging them all these extra fees and stuff. So it's not, it's not worth it. And then market saturation is number 5, right? So like I said, when I first got started, there were only 22 cars on the platform, and then 3 of those were mine. So it was really, was that 17 or 18? um, those cars, that amount on the platform. And so, now, I don't even know how many, but it was a lot of them. And like I said, that drove the prices down, So number 5 is fierce competition. The Turo marketplace can be saturated with listings, making it a challenge for your car to stand out. Lower booking rates and reduced profitability might be the results. Yes, this is going to be the result. So you're going to be doing all this work and, you'll be left holding the bag. So in conclusion, before listing your car on Turo, weigh these realities against the potential benefits. While Turo might work well for some hosts, it's not worth its drawbacks. Do your research, understand the platform intricacies, and make an informed decision that aligns with your priorities, right? So, for me, like I said, it doesn't, for just a regular host, if you are a dealer and you can, and that's what you want to do, have this type of a business that's working hard like that. Like I said, doing this business for a year, it helped me to narrow in that I'm not trying to create a job for myself. Like I want something way more, way more low key than that. Or, if it's going to be a business, maybe it's like a med spa or something like that, something where I feel worthy of the work, like cleaning up behind some of these, people and stuff was not, no, no. So, yeah. So I would strike that off of my list of business to try. And it's yeah, I felt like it was a trap, right? And then how Turo really doesn't care about you is another part I want to add to my discussion for tonight. Like I said, I did it for a whole year and a month, a whole year and a month, and then just the looking back on it, I just felt like, it wasn't, it's not anything that's worth. So before you list your car on Turo, you need to understand how the platform operates behind the scenes. While Turo is marketed as a peer-to-peer car sharing service, there's an alarming truth that you need to know. So some of the shocking reality with this Turo, is that sometimes Turo uses your vehicles and will rent them out, you know, without you having anything to do with it. Like they just cut you out automatically, like with that Turo Go app. Like I had an opportunity that I was in that too for a while, but luckily the forward pass was like, wait a minute, no, we not, there's no way we like giving over access to these vehicles to over to a third party. So, but you know and so these are ways that a lot of times folks don't know about it, and this is, and Turo is not concerned about you, the host. They're just trying to put riders in these cars and stuff. Like they got it easy. Like I said in the last live, Turo is the pimp and the hosts are the hosts. I mean, they're the ones that's being you're being you're being you're being you're being used. You're being used out there by Turo. Using you all up, and that's why the hosts don't stay on this platform for long. You get drained. You get used to. You only got so much time on that strip where you gotta turn in your boots, right? Turn in your boots. You know. Yeah. Your car, which you, like I said, I had worked very hard to have a good credit score to be able to, qualify for these vehicles and stuff. And, Turo will just, yeah. Even people that would have had issues with the money and stuff like that on the platform, like they didn't dog somebody else's car out. Turo still let those people be on the platform, and could potentially instant book your car. So yeah. So why it matters. This revelation raises questions about the integrity of the platform and the control hosts have over their vehicles. Imagine someone else profiting from your hard work and investment. It's time to question the fairness of this practice and consider if Turo truly prioritizes the interests of the host, which I do not think they do, because like no one contacted me for months. Like I said, I started on the platform June June 26th, and I listed 3 new cars on their platform, right? Nobody reached out to me to, like talk to a real person. Like y'all see in those initial videos, I was talking about how, you're dealing with bots and everything's this little AI type talk. Like I hadn't spoke to a real person until my Explorer, the person, I thought they stole it, but they was a late return. Like they kept it for a whole other day and stuff like that. My first time that happened was when I was able to talk to somebody, because they had to level it up because the person was, going in my car, whatever. So, you know, they don't care to nurture the relationship with the host and stuff. They just let they just use you all up to you just get used up, and and that's it. Transparency concerns. Um, One of the cornerstones of any trustworthy platform is transparency. Unfortunately, Turo lack of communication regarding this practice has left many hosts in the dark. You deserve to know how your vehicle is being used and who is benefiting from it. Yeah. Okay, so host empowerment. As a host, we deserve better. Our cars are more than just assets. They represent our dedication, hard work, and financial commitment. It's time to demand transparency, control, and fairness from Turo. Yeah. You know, I just say don't even get involved. Don't even get involved. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Take action. If your current or inspiring Turo host, it's essential to be fully informed about the platform's practice. Demand transparency, ask questions, and make sure your voice is heard. Turo should prioritize the interests of the hosts who make the platform thrive. Exactly. Because if you didn't have your vehicles on that platform, there would be no Turo. They need they need they need you to, drink the Kool-Aid. In conclusion, knowledge is power. By being aware of Turo's practice, we can make informed decisions about whether this platform aligns with our values and goals. Let's come together to hold Turo accountable, whatever, and ensure that the platform truly empowers the host, which I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a few ways that Turo uses the host. So number one is that Turo Go app. The Turo Go is a feature that allows Turo to remotely unlock and start the host vehicle using a smartphone. So Turo Go allows Turo to open your car with the guest smartphone. Open your car to get smartphone. Turo may use this feature to rent out host cars directly to customers without the host's direct involvement, meaning that you ain't got to verify their driver's license and none of that stuff. It's being, you just provided the car. That's it. You're not doing any other checks and balances. You don't, you don't. Especially in locations where this feature is available. So, and like I said, when I first got started, it was available, and I had, my SUVs on the Turo Go platform. Yep. All right. And then number two is dynamic pricing. So Turo has this dynamic pricing strategy where Turo employs dynamic pricing algorithms to adjust rental rates based on demand, supply, and other factors. This can lead to Turo setting rental rates higher during peak times, potentially allowing Turo to earn more from host vehicles while sharing a portion of the increased revenue with hosts. Also, if they drop it down low too, right? So, yeah. Because they're not giving a hoot about your car, what your bottom line is, or anything, those kind of things. They are trying to just keep it going because a percentage of a lot of people's money, it's just like, the bank always wins in the blackjack, right? If you're the bank, you know the house. I mean, call it the house, right? um, wins for the blackjack. Um, just how it is. Number three, vehicle promotion. So Turo may promote certain host vehicles more prominently on its platform, potentially leading to higher visibility and more bookings for those vehicles. This promotion might come with agreements that allow Turo to manage bookings and rentals for those vehicles directly. All right, so it's important for hosts to thoroughly understand Turo's terms and conditions, as well as any agreement they have with the platform, to be fully aware of how their vehicle might be utilized by Turo. So, yeah. And with the promotion, like once if you're not like, I'm available all the time, even if you're the best deal in town, you know, it's like you still won't be at the top of the search engine if you put any type of restrictions on your availability. You won't, you'll show up in there, but you won't be at the top. You won't be at the top. You won't be at the top. Yeah. And yeah. Like when I had to remove the cars off of the Turo Go, that was, because of Ford, which was a blessing in disguise. Because, like I said, Turo had, okay, so Turo, I'm gonna show y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This red, when they call it lost earnings, but it'd be a reason. But Turo will still. Okay, here we go. Let me just share this part up here. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, so these red spots over here are considered missed earnings. They call it missed earnings, right? So this usually happens if you have to cancel a trip or something like that, right? So this Turo would book out stuff that I wasn't offering anymore. Oh, hold on, y'all. They're booking out things that I don't offer anymore, like delivery and stuff like that, right? So I got to cancel it because, like I said, once I've gone back to work now, I don't have time to do these deliveries, and I already know that the deliveries aren't making any money because if you have to pay, hold on one more time, sorry. With the deliveries, it's not even a break even because, you know, say you charge $45 each way for the delivery. And if it's going to be, 35 bucks or whatever, if you took an Uber to the spot, or, you paid a person to, some money to follow you there to take you back and all that stuff, that's still 2 times you got to do that. So, the fee is not worth it. It's not worth it because you're taking time out of your day to do no. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And you can't charge enough for it to be worth it. I couldn't anyway. So you'd get this little red ding for that. Also, okay, so um that happened a few times and I have to cancel because I don't do that anymore. Or something would happen with the car, the guest brought it back with some damage on it, and I have all the other cars are booked out, then I have to cancel it. What can I do? It's like, that's not my fault. And like I said before, with the amount of trips, let's see how many trips I had. All right, so um all right, so look, I only had 125 trips, and all that happened with, multiple accidents and injuries and stuff to all of the cars with only that amount. Imagine, like Tony said, he had like over 1,000 trips. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. What's it? You honored um yeah, canceling trips. Disrupt. See, look how they all for the guests. Canceling trips disrupt the guest plans, reduces your earnings, and may lower your listings in search results. Update your calendars and trip preference so you don't need to cancel. Yeah. So I didn't even like how the bots would even talk to you and stuff like that, like against the, like I said, when I had to file, I filed a claim for the scratch on the Mustang. The guests reported they had someone scratched the car. They said they were parked somewhere and it came out and things scratched. Whatever. They reported it. And like I said, all these cars were new. Every car I put on the platform was new with the new paint. There was no scratches on any of the cars. So why is Turo's claim department trying to say, we didn't, you didn't take good enough pictures pre-pics? But I felt like I had took enough pics to show there it was. Like, you don't see anything here. Blow it up. You can see that there's nothing there. So I didn't even go back and forth. I was just like, if they don't pay for this scratch, then whatever. Anyway, they ended up paying for it. But why treat the host that way by trying to make it seem like trying to charge for something that I don't know. Anyway, they did treat you in a poor way. So response rate is 100%, acceptance rate 99. Okay, I know what I was trying to get to, y'all. Some of these things that I had to miss these earnings on. Okay, so Turo let a person book and their license expired like, a week before their trip was scheduled. Like they tried to book ahead, right? So when I go to check the license, I see that their trip starts, I want to say it was like 2 days after their license expires. So I let them know. I was like, hey, I go right back to them. I was like, I can't, your trip is not going to be completed because your license would be expired prior to your trip start. Oh, well, they give me some story about, okay, I'll send it in. They not letting me renew it until I give a date. Like, I'm just like, okay, here's story. So I'm not going to accept that booking because I can't legally accept it. It's not, your license won't be expired. I can't validate your license. So I cancel it, and then here I got to get the red mark about missed earnings. Right? So now this here does this, and now you can be, lowered off in the search engine. So, this have the host trying to scrape around, kissing butt to get these ratings and stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why I say about Turo's to pimp, and they using you hosts as, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what's happening here. So I wanted to show y'all that. Um, did I go over all the points? Okay, so there's more. I got a few more, 3 more reasons or ways that Turo uses the host. Through the Turo Direct. The Turo Direct is a program where Turo rents out host vehicles directly to customers at certain locations. Turo may use this program to manage and rent out host cars without the host's direct involvement, especially in high demand areas. See? So they're always trying to see how they could accommodate these guests. Special events and promotions. Turo may use host vehicles for special events, promotions, or marketing campaigns. This could involve showcasing host cars in advertisements, videos, or events to attract customers and promote the platform. Number 6, research and development. Turo might use host vehicle to research and develop purposes such as testing new features, technology, or services, like that Turo Go app. Like that was they was testing that out. They was testing that out, and people were figuring out how to manipulate it to be able to, breaking into folks' cars and stuff. Lots of folks was, and that's why probably the Ford pastor was like, y'all not, nope, 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 nope. So it is essential for hosts to thoroughly read Turo's terms and conditions and to have a clear understanding of how their vehicles might be utilized on the tip platform. So, and like I said, answering all of the questions, but I definitely do not endorse Turo. It is a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. So thank y'all all too for all the new people that's been coming over here, and I'm grateful that I'm able to be honest and upfront with y'all, let you know the true things. I know that there that even I in the beginning was convinced that it was good. It was a good thing, and and that's why I kind of stuck it out too, because like I said, I was trying to make it be something that it wasn't, like. So sometimes you have to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away. Anyway, so know when to throw the towel in, and that's what I did. So officially, August 3rd was my official date where I was like, delete, 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 delete all of my vehicles off of the Turo platform, and no, 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 no. So thank y'all so much, and peace and love. And then I'll coming together to let you know what the new thing is, because like I said, over here is about becoming an entrepreneur, developing multiple streams of income. Another reason why I do believe that Turo is not a great stream of income, because it requires too much work, right? You want to have more passive income streams. Instead of trading your time for dollars, you might as well stay at work. And if your work is paying you more than them little trinkets, and two, like I said, you're just losing money because of the depreciation on your cars. I mean, it's rapid. It's rapid. And then before you know it, you're the one footing the bill for all of these oil changes and tire rotations. And now you need new tires because, it is a drain. It's a drain. And two, you end up being like a slave to it, to where you don't get any days off. If you do have days off, you have to shut your business down. Like I said, I had went to South America, Colombia, to visit my oldest son, and but it was before I had put the cars open back up. So that's another reason why January was so poor. So I didn't really go back until February, at the end of January, and then some of February. With that, yeah, yep. So thanks again, and I'll be keeping it up and letting y'all know what's going down. Peace and love.